It's a fucking shame that we have these phones and electronics being used by these liberals to organize these reformist ass marches and protests, and they don't mention shit about Congo. You never hear free Congo.
Do you know how absurd it is that we have property taxes and vehicle registration every year? I want to set a scenario for you real quick, just to see how this feels. Imagine you want a brand new laptop and you go to Best Buy and you spend $1,500 cash and you buy this laptop. And you go home and you open up the laptop that you own, that you worked for and you bought and you owned and paid taxes on, and you own it. And the next day you get a letter in the mail from the IRS, and the IRS goes, hey, we saw you bought a $1,500 laptop. You owe us $10 a month in perpetuity. And if you don't pay the $10 a month, we're going to take your laptop. So you're basically just renting it from us. What if you rented an apartment and bought a $1,000 sectional couch, and you're so excited, and you're sitting on that couch, and there's a knock at the door, and it's an IRS agent going, hey, we saw you bought a $1,000 couch. You owe us $5 a month in perpetuity. And if you don't pay the $5, we're going to take your fucking couch. That's what they do with housing. That's what they do with our vehicle. You can work 30 years, pay off your fucking house. It's worth $400,000, and you have to pay $500 a month in perpetuity, and the $500 goes up every couple years. And if you don't pay it, they can take your fucking house. With our car, we register it, get our license, we pay tax, which I agree with, but then every year we need to renew our tags. And if you don't renew your tags and spend $150 a year, you can get pulled over, potentially lose your license, and be fined. We don't even own our vehicle. We don't even own our houses. These are the most intrusive taxes. It's the freedom part for me that pisses me off. I was just thinking about that. I go, how bizarre would that be? With everything we bought, if we had to pay $1 or $10 or $30 a month, and if we didn't pay the government, they'd come and take our property. But yet we allow that with housing and cars.
It's one of my favorite Donald Trump quotes. 2A, brother. Under no pretext should arms and ammunition be surrendered. Any attempt to disarm the workers must be frustrated by force if necessary. Wait, who said that again?
Human beings aren't destroying the planet. They're not destroying nature. Human beings are nature. Season of Earth.
And curiously, we see that this particular organism has overtaken the planet, thusly destroying all of the ecology necessary to keep them all alive.
Mine's not as good as some of the other people on here, but you see what I'm trying to say. Like, we're not separate from nature. Like, we are nature doing all of this to itself.
Hey, y'all, this is a reminder. If anybody didn't tell you, you're beautiful, you're worth it, you're gorgeous, you're enough, you're everything, you're loved. You're more than what they tell you, especially in school. Don't forget how much important and beautiful your soul is. And don't let anybody, and I mean anybody, tell you nothing.
Welcome to Unpopular Opinions with your boy Anye. Unpopular opinion: the fact that the market has crashed to the tune of trillions upon trillions of dollars should really let the people know, hey, it's all imaginary. Imaginary. You know what isn't imaginary? Human pain. Human torture, human oppression, human... The funniest thing, we'll continue on business as usual. Imagine!
Y'all, this right now, man. There's a lot of stuff going on right now in the background, and a lot of people playing the game that we not ready for, and this is not the time to be scared, bro. This is the time to get on your shit. It's time to start taking your health seriously. No more excuses. It's time to start stacking your money. It's time to start investing your money. It's time to start making your own stream of income. There is no more excuses. I'm telling you. If you're still making excuses in 2025, it ain't gonna be you're gonna get left behind. You're gonna wind up somewhere dead. You're gonna wind up somewhere broke, homeless. You're gonna be down bad. Your health gonna be terrible. It's gonna be something, bro. Because there's a lot of stuff going on in this world right now, and I'm telling you, the people that's playing this game is not making no excuses, and they leaving whoever behind. So y'all better stay on y'all stuff, man. It's time to go, man. No more excuses, bro. This is not the time to be scared. There's gonna be so much scary stuff that you hear and see. But this ain't the time for that, bro. It's time to arm up and let's go. Let's go.
Let's dig right in, gang. Coming together for what? Well, we'll talk about it. With who? Anyone who's willing. If you think the election was stolen or that abortion should be illegal, then that's a deal breaker. And if you're wondering why this country seems to be on this fast track to just endless chaos, that's why. We're all stuck in these ideological camps, and we can't see past it because we're suffering. There are real people suffering because of it. But let's go back here. Coming together for what? To dismantle the corruption that's in D.C. because we're clearly not represented there. The people aren't represented. Billionaires get to decide the future, not me or you or any of these other groups that we want to blame all the problems on. Oh, it's the left. Oh, it's the right. Really? Really? The citizens? You want to be mad at white Republicans? You want to be mad at woke liberals and all these things? You guys are turning me into Pearl Mania here. Like, I've been on this channel for months, and I'm so tired of this. We should be ashamed of ourselves. This is embarrassing. Yes, thousands of people are dying at the hands of really, really insane ideologies in this country, but millions have suffered around the world because of an imperialistic, totalitarian corporatism that is waging war for profit endlessly. And meanwhile, the billionaires in DC get to push a future that has nothing to do with us. God, I'm usually so calm on this channel, but like, damn it, guys, we need to unite against the corruption. That's it. Then we can get back to the partisan playground. Then we can say, oh, we're going to protest here. Oh, I want to pass this bill here. But until then, you don't have the money to make the change. God, I'm so sick of this. I'm losing my mind. Each one of these wedge issues, yes, they affect real human beings, but each one of them is like walking through your backyard and you're trying not to step in dog shit. Because each time we step in it, we take 7 steps back. And then we got to clean our shoes off before we make any headway. And meanwhile, the system is turning up here against us. If you and your ideological group had the money, the lobbying money to make the change, you would have already done it. And you wouldn't be so mad, but you don't. And you don't have the numbers to make real change. Nothing lasts for long enough. No protest goes on long enough. No stand-in lasts long enough. Jesus, how is this not painfully obvious? This isn't some wild conspiracy theory anymore. If you were represented, the changes you wanted would happen. Shush! This is just, and I see it from the left and the right. Oh, but this, and oh, but that, and oh, but this, and oh, but that. How do you not see it? We have one enemy. And we spend so much time talking about the things that divide us and separate us that we forget. We forget that the only time things actually happen is when we celebrate our common ground or fight against our common enemy. Then we can get back to the partisan playground. By majority rules and votes and bills the way it should have been. But that's not going to happen because I don't have the money and neither do you. And if you did, can I borrow 20 bucks? Jesus, man. This is insane. Again, you guys have turned me into Pearlmania. God, I'm usually so calm and collected, but like this morning, I got this bug in me because I'm just so tired of this. We need to walk forward towards unity against the corrupt government without stepping in these political piles of dog shit that's only going to set us back 10 steps. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what God you believe in. I don't care anymore. We have one enemy, and if we can't coalesce to dismantle that one enemy in a big enough group, then buy your bunker. Buy your seeds, buy your food stores, go do a remote homesteading, or just hide under your dining room table and wait for this country to fall apart. We can pat ourselves on the back. Way to go, gang. Way to go, gang. I'm losing my mind, guys. If it's not painfully obvious to you that we have something in common here that we can celebrate and fight against together and then get back to fighting our other wars, that might actually mean something, because the wars don't mean anything now. You can fight each other all you want, but not a damn thing is going to change. You know why? Because you don't have millions and billions of dollars to fucking bribe these politicians. If you can't see that now, then you are willfully ignorant. I'm not asking anybody to stand side by side together. This isn't a protest. We're not France. This is a big country. We need to organize strikes and boycotts. We need to file appeals and lawsuits. We need constitutional law experts, economists, environmentalists, spiritual gurus. That's why I'm calling for this, because we need as many big brains as possible to figure out how we do this without actually having to be in the same damn room, because clearly we can't do that. We can't even be in the same comment section together. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Get it together, gang. I'm out.
But of course, there's always one Black person that explains in great detail exactly what we're talking about. And that is what has to stop. We don't have to explain our culture to nobody. It's like, if you know type of thing. We've seen a lot of people tell us that we don't have culture while profiting and monetizing and hijacking said culture. And we've seen a lot of people become very wealthy from just knowing a little bit about our culture. But yeah, the point I'm making is this. Don't explain. If they don't know, good. They don't need to know. Do not explain our culture to nobody.
Christianity makes sense. A virgin had God's baby, who then grew up to be murdered by the Romans, so you and I could be forgiven for Eve eating that apple she got from the talking snake. 3 days later, Jesus rose from the dead to tell everyone he was coming back someday to fight the devil. Then he flew up to his mansion in heaven where he sits in judgment of the gays. How can you not believe that?
Here's a list of places I won't be going in 2025. Above and beyond, back and forth, and out my way. I don't have no time or energy for it, so don't ask.